Hello and welcome to day 8 of the OpenAI Agent Builder. In the last video, we saw how do we create a blog writing agent. And in today's video, let's see how do we generate a newsletter agent. So let's get started. So like last time, before we get into the agent, let's go to variables and create ready to publish. Okay, which has to be Boolean, and by default it will be false. Click on save. The next one is going to be newsletter, which can be string. And the next one is going to be revisions required, right? And that is also going to be string. And we can also have something called top 5 trending news. Okay, this is also going to be a string. Now, the first agent is going to be trending news. Okay, and here we will mention you need to fetch top 5 trending news basis the topic the user has given. Okay, and tool we are going to give it as web search. We can also mention the country if you want it India or something like that, right? So we can leave it empty as well. And I'll click on add. The output format is going to be JSON, and let's add the schema going to be trending news. Okay, which is str. Let's update, and we will also add the user message, which is going to be input as text. Okay, let's quickly test this out, and I'm going to give this as cricket. Let's see if it is able to fetch the latest cricket news. Here are the top 5 trending cricket news stories as of Saturday, November 15th. Right, Chennai Super Kings release Madisha Patirana on deadline day, and second one is Kolkata Knight Riders free Andrew Russell, and so on and so forth. So we are getting top 5 news. Now let's move further, okay, and set the state. So set state, and the variable is going to be top 5 trending topics, and this is coming from the previous step. Once this is done, we're going ahead and going to use Y like we did last time. Okay, and within this we are going to add agent, and the agent is going to be newsletter agent. The instruction is going to be something like this. Okay, you are a newsletter agent. You are responsible for providing the top 5 trending tools. Okay, now you are responsible for generating a newsletter basis the top 5 trending news shared with you, right? Change this task, use the MCP server tool to extract. Nope, remove this. Give a short summary of each tool, don't add anything else. Provide a link that takes the user to their website. Okay, only if this is there, that is state revisions required is not empty, then use state revisions required. Otherwise take newsletter as input. Okay, so we can leave it as is, or we could use that in the user input, whatever you feel as right. Okay, let's click on save, and we will go to user, and this is going to be top 5 trending news, right? And let's go to web search. We'll give this as a tool for it, so that if it wants some more details about the tool, it can fetch it. Output format is going to be JSON, and the schema we're going to put it in advanced section. And as you can see, newsletter type is string, and video URL, we don't need the video URL. So we have just one, which is newsletter, and it is string, and that is also a required field. We'll click on update. And once this is done, as we did the last time, going to expand this, remove this particular line, and we're going to add the set state, and this is going to be the newsletter. This is going to be the output of previous step, and here comes the QA agent that we need, right? So like we did last time, we are going to do the same thing, QA agent, and the role is going to be you are an experienced content editor and SEO strategist. Past newsletter it says, okay, and that is basically the output of a previous step. So I'm going to make this as add context, And let's get the last newsletter. We'll put that as newsletter. Okay, this one. The newsletter which is stored in the state, the variable. Okay. Access the post of the following aspect: readability, grammar and flow, engagement, SEO, conversion potential, right? And output, if revisions are required, then put it in that in revisions required. If the newsletter is ready and doesn't need any changes, then return ready to publish as to. So we'll have to give the output format as JSON, and let's add the schema. And like we did last time, we're going via advanced route. Okay. So ready to publish, type is Boolean, default is false, revisions required is string, and both of them are required. So I'll quickly show you how it will look like in simple term. So these are the two things that we have added: ready to publish as bool and revisions required as string. Click on update and we're done. We'll add a custom state, or rather call it a set state, and this is going to be revisions required. That is coming from previous step, and one more is going to be ready to publish, and that is going to be this one. Okay, and like we did last time, we're going to while loop and saying, so here we can add the brackets so it'll open up, state ready to publish equals to false, right? So until then, okay, keep continuing, and finally we have one more agent, and this agent is going to be final agent. Okay, and the instruction is going to, your role is to display the newsletter. That's it. Display the following state.newsletter, and we can also add the footer. So this footer we can directly add it over here. Okay, display the following, but add it over here, and it'll also mention join the community. Okay, we have given the community link over here, and the signature as this one. Include the below statements along with community link and signature as needed. Okay, so we have added the changed the instruction a bit. Let's click on save and let's give this a try. I'm going over here and I'm going to say that let's give it for Cricket itself. Let's see what it does. It's searching for the web. Got the top 5 trending cricket news. So it has failed in the while loop. Okay, and that could be because we have not set the state. It is false. So we've added this bracket needs to be removed. Let's come back, cricket. So it will get the 5 top trending news about cricket, and now it's in the newsletter agent. As you can see, it's actually writing the newsletter for us. It has come to QA agent, and QA agent has told whatever you have written is perfectly fine, right? So you can see here, top 5 trending cricket news, November 15, 2025, blockbuster IPL 2026 trade, Rajasthan Royals have traded captain Sanju Samson, and so on and so forth. Let me click on this and see if it actually opens the link. And there you go. That's actually a proper news, right? The links are working fine. ICC announces Women's Emerging Nations Trophy. ICC introduces and blah, blah, blah. Let's open this up. And you can see here, right? So this is a proper newsletter that it has generated for us. Okay, India versus South Africa Test Series starts. India's Freedom Trophy Test Series against South Africa. Right, and let's quickly open this up and you can see here. So that's how you can actually write the newsletter. Okay, join our free weekend workshop on no code automation. Join, this is the link. Get questions or ideas for the next newsletter. Just hit reply. We would love to hear from you. Red 7 automations. That's how you can actually get a newsletter written from the agent on OpenAI. Of course, you will have to copy paste and so on and so forth. We do not have the option to schedule this so that it can run automatically every week or every day to get this newsletter done automatically like we had on N8N, right? So that's some limitation that we have on OpenAI as of now, but I'm sure They will be covering those things very soon. As of now, the agents built on OpenAI are mainly meant for conversational purposes, right? Somebody comes and types in something, and basis that is what everything follows. Okay, unlike on N10 where it can be triggered on a schedule, or it could be triggered on email receiving and so on and so forth, here it will be for chat based trigger. And that's why we limited this for only 10 days, because we have a lot of limitations. I hope you are enjoying this series. We have 2 more days to go on OpenAI Agent Builder. See you in the next one.